It's your ate, coming to you live from the front lines. You see her, don't you? The one in the corner who blushes when you meet her eyes. The one who whispers she's not like the other girls. You think you've hit the jackpot, the traditional, loyal Filipina you've been dreaming of after years of Western chaos. So let me warn you right now, before you do something stupid. That blush could be the most expensive down payment you ever make. I'm here to give you the battlefield briefing before you unknowingly walk into the kill zone. Pay attention. You're a man, probably in your 40s, 50s, maybe even 60s, fresh off a divorce or just tired of the soul crushing loneliness. You have some money, but not enough to be careless, and you have even less time. You came here looking for a second chance, for softness, for appreciation. You came here believing in a fantasy, and that belief is the blood in the water. The sharks are circling, and you've been marked as the target. Your own hope is the weapon they will use against you. This isn't a dating scene, it's a marketplace. And for a man like you, it's a high stakes poker game where you've been handed the worst seat at the table. Every smile, every sob story, every touch is a move in the game. You think you're playing for love, but your chips are your bank account, your dignity, and the years you have left. The worst part? The dealer knows your hand, but you can't even see the card she's holding. One wrong bet, and you lose everything. You've been warned. Dating in the Philippines is like playing poker against a table of professionals who wrote the rule book. They've seen every type of player, especially you. The white knight, the savior, the lonely foreigner, desperate to believe he's found something pure. They are experts at leveraging your ego and your emptiness for economic extraction. It's not personal, it's business. Your desire to be a hero is the fatal flaw that will lead directly to your financial and emotional ruin. You are a willing participant in your own downfall. That's why I'm here. Forget the romance novels and the travel blogs. I'm giving you the field manual, the real playbook. These are the rules of engagement, the survival guide for navigating this territory without getting cleaned out. This isn't about finding a unicorn, it's about not getting gored by the water buffalo disguised as one. I am going to give you a numbered list of strategies that will save you time, money, and your goddamn sanity. This is your only armor. It's you against the world. So, before we even start with rule number one, you need to decide what you're really made of. You have to ask yourself the one question that cuts through all the bullshit, all the fantasies, all the late night lonely thoughts. Look at the situation for what it is, not what you wish it was, and answer honestly, because your entire future here depends on it. Are you playing for love, for sex, or for survival? So, you chose survival. Smart. That means your first mission is learning the map of the battlefield. Rule number one, the cardinal rule, is the story versus the ledger. Her sob story about her sick Lola or the brother who needs tuition is the smokescreen. Your job isn't to be the hero in her drama, it's to be the ruthless auditor of her life. You're scanning the terrain for ambushes, while other clueless foreigners are walking right into them, thinking they're on a romantic stroll. A sob story is not a financial statement. Remember that. A truly poor girl worries about rice, not her phone's data plan. A man I know, a sweet guy from Australia, paid for his girlfriend's auntie's hospital bill. 2 days later, he saw her story on IG, unboxing a new pair of shoes she won in a raffle. Susma Yosep. You aren't a priest granting absolution for her poverty. You are an accountant checking the damn books, and the numbers are screaming that you're being played. This leads to rule number two, the purity tax. You think you're paying for her virtue, her loyalty, the fact she's not one of those girls. Gago. You're paying a tax on your own delusion. This good girl performance is the most expensive product on the market. It's a subscription fee for the idea of innocence, a fee that covers family emergencies and lost wallets while you get nothing but the empty feeling of being a provider for a ghost. Her reaction to you offering help instead of cash is your data, which brings us to rule number 3, your primary intelligence tool, the social media runway. She tells you she's a simple, provinciana girl, but her Instagram looks like a flight plan to Dubai. The designer bags, the clubbing with friends you've never met, the carefully curated thirst traps. You aren't her destination. You are the airport, the dumb, stable infrastructure providing the resources for her takeoff. Her feed is the map of her real ambitions, and honey, you are not on it. You're just the layover, the story, the tax, the runway. These are the first 3 ambushes laid for you in this war zone. Master them. Learn to see them from a kilometer away. Because if you fall for these, you are just another casualty, another funny story the girls tell each other over drinks you paid for. And believe me, this is just the basic training. This is the easy stuff. The next mistake, the one most men make, doesn't just drain your bank account, it destroys your reputation for good. Now let's talk about the next level of the game. Rule number 4, the family firewall. That moment she says, I want you to meet my family. You think it's a milestone. Anak nang. It's not a family barbecue. It's a corporate board meeting, and you are the only item on the agenda. You are being vetted, not as a boyfriend, but as a potential CEO of their family's financial future. Your job is to be the captain of your own ship, not the taxi driver they can hire for a pittance. This is where you deploy the firewall. Before you agree to anything, you look her in the eye and say calmly, I would be honored to meet them, but I need you to understand I'm on a strict budget. I can be your partner, but I cannot be your family's bank. Her reaction to that sentence tells you everything. Does she get angry? Defensive? That's not a red flag, it's a burning building. You are not just setting a boundary, you are launching a probe to see if you are dating a woman or a fundraiser. Which leads us to rule number 5, the ping pong of disappearance. One week, she's all over you. Texts, calls, I miss you, mahal. The next, she's a ghost. Then, just as you start to get angry, she reappears with a flood of affection and, you guessed it, a crisis. This isn't a mood swing, it's a tactic. It's a game of emotional ping pong where she only returns the ball, your attention, when she needs you to serve up a resource. Her silence is the paddle she uses to make you desperate. Your defense is simple. When she reappears, you do nothing. Be pleasant, be calm, but be passive. Do not ask, is everything okay? Do not offer help. You wait. Let her state her needs. By refusing to chase the ball, you break the game. You are teaching her that your attention is not an emergency service to be activated by her drama. You are taking back control, one unanswered bait at a time. This is where most men fail. They mistake their own anxiety for love and pay to make it go away. See the pattern? The family, the ghosting? It's all designed to test your resolve, to find the cracks in your armor. They are leveraging your own loneliness against you. The jealousy she provokes with a well-timed post, the way she makes you feel like you are competing for her, it's all theater. They're not just playing you, they are playing your deepest fears. And this is where the game changes, because it stops being about her ledger and starts being about yours. The game changes when you stop negotiating with hope. Enough observation. The diagnostic phase is over. It's time to stop being a spectator in your own life and become the commander. We are moving from theory to practice, from defense to offense. You need a system, a cold, hard, repeatable process that removes your feelings from the equation. This is your pre-flight checklist. The runway is ahead, and you do not get clearance for takeoff until every single item is checked green. No exceptions. This framework is your new religion, and it has 4 steps. Filter, test, decide, exit. First, the filter. When new information arrives, a story, a request, a crisis, you run it through a basic logic filter. Is this plausible? A simple provinciana girl who suddenly needs 50,000 pesos for a rare medical procedure that only one clinic in Manila performs? That fails the filter. It's an immediate discard. If the story is plausible, it moves to the next stage, the test. This is where you apply a non monetary probe. You offer your time, your expertise, your connections, anything but your cash. Her reaction is the data. Once you have the data from your test, the next step is to decide. And this is not a negotiation with your feelings. The decision is a binary outcome based on the test result. Did she accept your offer to find a government service? Or did she get angry you didn't offer cash? The data is the verdict. If she fails, the decision is made for you. She is not a partner. She is an asset extractor. That's it. No appeals. Which leads directly to the final, non negotiable step exit. The exit is the execution of your decision. You don't argue, you don't explain, you don't give a second chance. You are the captain of the plane, and the system has flagged a critical failure. You ground the flight. This could mean a slow fade, blocking her number, or a direct but brief, I don't think we're a match. You don't owe her an explanation. You owe yourself the protection of your own system. You're not breaking a heart, you're closing a bad investment before it bankrupts you. This framework is your shield and your sword. It turns dating from a chaotic emotional minefield into a manageable, logical process. It's not romantic, I know. It's survival. This is the checklist that separates the men who find happiness from the ones who end up as cautionary tales. So get a pen and get ready. Anota ito, write this down, because in the next section, we're taking this checklist into the field, and you're going to learn how to use it under fire. You're not cleared for takeoff yet. Okay, the system is live. Now the test comes. She texts you. I miss you so much, Mahal. My heart aches. 2 minutes later, you get a Facebook message from a profile you barely recognize, her cousin. His motorcycle, the one he uses for his delivery job, is broken. He needs 5,000 pesos. The ping pong balls are coming fast now, one high, one low. Your heart, your wallet. They want to see which one you will dive for first. This isn't a test, it's a coordinated attack. But you don't dive. You hold your position. You run the checklist. The cousin's request? A direct financial probe from a third party. Fails the filter. Discard. Her text? Emotional bait, arriving with suspicious timing. Moves to the test phase. Your response is not, I miss you too, baby. What's wrong? Your response is a simple, having a busy day. Hope you're well. You have offered nothing. You have not taken the bait. The serve has been returned, but with zero spin. The game is now on your terms. Now watch what happens, or rather, what doesn't happen. The old you would be 5,000 pesos poorer and tangled in a 3-hour argument about respect and family obligations. You would have paid for the privilege of being lectured. Instead, there is silence. You have sidestepped the ambush. You didn't just save the money, you saved your entire evening. You refused to react to a ball that wasn't even aimed at the table. You let her bad serve fly out of bounds. The point is yours, and you didn't even have to swing. This is the real prize. It's not about being cheap, it's about being free. The peace you feel right now is the return on your investment in this system. That frantic feeling of being one step behind, of constantly being tested, it's gone, replaced by the cold, beautiful clarity of control. You see the machinery behind the curtain. You are no longer a player in her drama. You are the audience, watching a predictable, boring play. This control is more addictive than any rush she could ever give you. You just survived a full spectrum assault, financial, emotional, familial, the framework held. This is your proof of fire. This is where you understand the final, terrible, liberating truth. You were never reacting to her. You were reacting to your own fear of being alone. Her power was a projection of your weakness. And that reveals the last law, the prime directive that governs every other rule. It's the one that separates the captains from the casualties, the masters from the marks. It is the key to absolute victory. So let's review the laws of the new land you now occupy. The story versus the ledger, the purity tax, the social media runway, the family firewall, the ping pong of disappearance. These are not just rules, they are the articles of your liberation. They are the steel that reinforces your spine. You don't have to be a cynical asshole to use them. You just have to decide that your life is worth more than her lie. The cost of her comfort is your future, and that bill is no longer one you are willing to pay. The final law is this: you are the flower, not the bee. The bee buzzes around, desperate for access, spending all its energy chasing. The flower just stands there, magnificent, full of value. The bees come to it. You are not a taxi driver begging for a fare. You are the destination. Stop chasing, stop buzzing. Cultivate your own garden, your finances, your fitness, your purpose. Become so undeniably valuable that she has to compete for access to you. Her need for you must always be greater than your need for her. And here's the brutal, beautiful truth: you were never her target. Your weakness was. Your loneliness, your desire to be a hero, the empty space a previous life left in you. That was the target. She was just the smart bomb designed to hit it. By mastering your own emptiness, you make yourself a non target. You become invisible to the predators. And suddenly, the only women left in your orbit are the ones who aren't looking for a target at all. They are looking for a partner. That is the ultimate victory. So the mission is clear. Recap over. Within the next 24 hours, I want you to comment below with the words "Framework is live." It's a signal to me and a commitment to yourself. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, do the rituals that prove you are part of this army. And if this briefing saved you your future, buy your ate a goddamn drink. My PayPal and super thanks are in the description. Fuel the mission. Now go out there and decide, tonight, who gets to be on top.